Hi everyone, here's Maria Carmo, and today we're going to talk about an amazing project in Cardano that's called Revuto, and we have here for talking to us the CEO of the project, Josipa. How are you doing today?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you speaking from? I'm in Ireland.
So I'm in Zagreb, Croatia.
Oh, that's cool. We're all over the place. So my subscribers love Cardano, like it's a huge channel in the community. And I would like you to explain a little bit about your background and what brought you to Revu, to why did you choose Cardano, because people love to know the background of why.
Absolutely. So essentially, Revuto was started by a couple of friends. We're all a mix of entrepreneurs, so kind of who had previous startup experience based out of Croatia, but working globally. And then we met, we had friends and colleagues that worked a lot in fintech. To be more precise, I myself was working in what's now known as user research with biometric data. And I had, among others, clients from the fintech industry, so banks and young fintechs. And our CTO, Marco, he's actually been the head of AI and machine learning at Intuit in Silicon Valley for the past 10 years. So we all had a personal problem with subscriptions. Essentially, subscriptions are everywhere. We as startup founders know that because also all of your investors and everyone who's in the company, they're kind of nudging you to go towards a subscription model because you simply get a higher valuation. So that's why all companies, both the ones that should and the ones that shouldn't, are now using a subscription-based business model, and it's kind of eating the world really. And we were thinking as consumers, it's getting really difficult to track which card you give to who, which email address are you registered or used for Netflix or for Adobe or for Slack or for all of your different channels. So we said, why don't we try to make a solution for that? And that's essentially what Revuto is. So a bunch of kind of serial entrepreneurs and people who had experience in banking and fintech said, we want to build an active subscription management so that you only pay for services you explicitly approve.
It is really, really interesting. I do have problems with subscribe because there's so many of them. Being a YouTuber, for example, I think to be connected to 10 different platforms for audio, image, and all this. And I fully understand what you're saying. All this subscription, sometimes we want to go on, sometimes we don't, and we lose the control of everything. And you really, really come in to solve that problem. Would you like to tell us a little bit or more details about your roadmap?
Absolutely. So just to refer back to your earlier point, exactly, you as a content creator, you actually fit in one of our most common or kind of ideal customer personas, if you will, because you as a content creator are likely to use 10 plus subscription services, but you use them on a project base, which means that you have intense periods where you use a lot of them all the time, but then you also have kind of valleys where you're either on vacation or kind of taking it a bit slower, and you don't need them, you don't need all of them all the time. But yes, to your point on the roadmap, so we're now in June, and at the end of this month, our app will officially be launching on the Apple Store and Google Play, which is a very exciting milestone. Not all of the features will be immediately accessible to everyone for a range of reasons, including regulatory, but also compliance. So the first thing that you'll be able to see, among other things, is you can add your subscriptions, but you can also see your balance with REVU. So REVU is our native token. It's a token that we use for several things. One being you'll be able to pay with REVU for your subscription services. So essentially you can pay for your subscriptions with crypto, but also you'll be able to use our referral program to get REVU every time one of your friends logs in and uses that referral. So goes through the KYC, installs the app. And later on, as the roadmap matures, we'll also be having different options that go from staking all the way to micro lending and borrowing. And we have more information on the roadmap on crypto.revuto.com.
I love that you're talking about finances. From the back of my mind, you're talking about all this news. It's really, really the way we would like to make finance by like I got Revuto from my referrals, and I can use my Revuto to pay my subscription and also to do other stuff as I like, staking or something else, maybe lending or I don't know. And I really,
Correct.
really, really like I really, really like it because it sounds absolutely disruptive and is what we are here for. I'm so happy that you're here. It's like it's rare I get a woman to talk to me, and I feel so happy because I don't know if you realize, but we are representing all these people that are coming to the space and want to get a voice and all of this, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think, the Cardano community is special on so many ways. I think one of the very impressive things is really just the how different the community is. So there's also a lot of space for us as, not your classical crypto entrepreneur, to not only have a voice, but also to have an actual project, to be one of the first on Cardano and to actually build stuff. So it's very exciting, and I'm also happy to have a fellow Cardano fan and also someone who really knows the subject to be talking to.
Yes, I really, really appreciate your presence here. Something else I would to touch base is how was the sale? The first sale and then the second sale was just boom. I couldn't get some. It was so fast.
Yes, yes. I mean, we were quite impressed by the intensity as well. Obviously, when you start a project like this, you kind of you prepare for the best, but you also kind of keep in mind that a range of things can happen. Ranging from going to bear market all the way to different external factors that can influence the success of your token sale. But essentially, what happened is that all of our rounds were sold out in minutes. It was literally minutes. A lot of people didn't have a chance to buy REVU, which is unfortunate. But luckily, September is around the corner, so listing on exchanges will be available as well. So there'll definitely be a chance for some of the people who didn't have an opportunity to jump on as well. But essentially, the token sale was incredibly exciting. It implied not only things happening really fast and experiencing a lot of growth. To give you some numbers, our community literally grew 100% day over day, without stopping, on some days even more. We had 2 million signups via our referral program in less than 21 days with little to no marketing budgets. And we broke a lot of things along the way, from KYC to Euro wallet to a bunch of things that just couldn't bear the influx of people that we have on board. But that's kind of a thing when you do some things among the first, you get a chance to walk where no one walked before, and that also includes of some things being less stable than you would maybe want them, and that's unfortunately some of the things that we've dealt with, because that's what really fast growth is.
It's fantastic. Like you just showing there all the love and all the craziness at the same times come around projects and companies and stuff. But just to close up our interview for today, I know you're very busy. What is the impact you want to have? What's the goal and what is the dream? Because you don't need to be doing what you are doing. People like you that are fine, but you show up for work every single day and you want to change.
Absolutely. So I think one of the big things that we have is subscriptions, or the subscription economy, as we call it, really is everywhere. We had the CEO of Airbnb the other day saying landlords will not exist. People will use platforms like Airbnb for renting out flats throughout the year. And what that means is that subscriptions and everything that is a subscription, ranging from virtual goods like Netflix, Spotify, and all of your classic ones, but also the other subscriptions like utility, like your bills, like your rent, they're everywhere around you. And it's really one of the biggest items that we pay in life. So our big mission is let's make that simplified and let's make that more fair. And in particular, when talking about REVU, our mission is really stake REVU and forget about subscription for life. So really be able to experience freedom and be able to use crypto the way it's designed to be used and not to depend on, classical ways in which we think subscriptions are made. So our really big mission is really to revolutionize the subscription economy.
That is brilliant. I'm very happy to have you here. Thank you for your time, and I hope see you soon.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and thanks for the entire community for supporting us so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.